Oh, little bitty chairs, Jay. Okay.
Hey guys, okay, we've got head coach CJ Johnson, QB Jalen McClendon, and linebacker Marvin Moody.
First of all, man, Coach Nolan has a great team. You know, he has a team that can win this whole thing. Good quarterback play, man. Those guys run the ball. They're tough as nails. Defense, hard-hitting defense, great on special teams. You know, he does a great job, phenomenal job, man. One of I worked with him before. I feel like we're good friends, but man, he does a great job preparing his team. I thought we played with a lot of guts, a lot of grit. It wasn't the cleanest game that we've played, but man, I tell you, our guys, I'm proud of our players because, you know, after Birmingham, I thought we was going to fold in the tent, throw it all away, and then, man, we came back and didn't play good against this team. But, man, the last two games, I'm so impressed and proud of these guys here that's with me.
You guys, Mike Mueller, BCP Plus, Coach Johnson, I just want to talk about after the rough start that you guys had to the beginning of the year, just if you could talk a little bit about the character and determination of your team to keep playing hard as the weeks went on.
You know what? It goes back to the assistant coach and these guys. You know, I came up with a couple things that, you know, my grandmother used to say, you got to have grit and you got to have some gumption to play this game. And so I kind of brought it to the team. And I think one thing we do play with now, we play with a lot of grit, a lot of whatever gumption means. I really don't know what it means. I think it means some type of toughness or whatever. But we play with that. We play with a little bit of an edge, you know. But man, these guys, man, it goes to learning and doing what we ask them to do, and man, just playing hard, just playing the sport you love.
And then just a quick question for Moody. You guys are all over the place today, 4 turnovers. Just wondering what you were seeing out there and how it kind of all unfolded for you.
Honestly, I was just doing what I was supposed to do. The coaches make the call. We all do our 1/11th and make plays.
Coach, we've seen 28 right there, Marvin. Last year really started to emerge towards the end of the season. This year's been one of the top linebackers in the league. 8 tackles, a couple pass breakups, and a pick 6 today. Can you talk a little bit about just what he's brought to this team this year?
Physicalness and toughness he is. He's faster than you think. You know, a couple of times in training camp, I thought I could beat him running because he wasn't in shape. But man, he got himself in great shape, and yeah, he's just a good player. He plays well for us, and you know, hopefully he gets an opportunity to play. But if not, I kind of hope he does. But I hope he doesn't because I'd love to have him back next year.
And then I got to ask, running a fake field goal on 4th and 13, was that something that you were planning on doing coming into the game, or was it something that just kind of came up at that moment?
Absolutely. We saw that they usually take those guys when they block in left, and they take them and kind of dive in. Just this time, the guy kind of feathered out a little bit. I wish I had the audible, but I wanted to call it. Look, I don't take anything home. So I don't take my challenges home. I wasn't taking that home. We practiced too much on that play, and it almost worked. One guy was smart.
Hey, Coach, it's Mike Pelgo from the Bottom Line podcast. With this team, you guys have had a lot, the roller coaster of a season. Very exciting season, finishing at 5-5. Playoff contention, I would say, throughout the majority of the season. What positive or what message do you have for the guys in the locker room after a win, the cap off the season, ending the season in victory formation?
The one thing we talked about, man, is finishing strong and kind of propelling our way to the next season. The one thing you want to do, I think, when I was with the Saints, when I was with the U at Miami, you know, the good teams at Miami, the one thing we did when we weren't as good, we always wanted to finish strong and finish playing hard. And I always talk about the last thing that you do. The last thing you do is what's impressive and what impresses everyone. The last thing we did this year was we won a game. And so I'm proud of this team. I can't be more proud of them.
Jim Pop, UFL lead office. Marvin, great season.
Thank you.
Talk about Jalen's emergence since he took over as starter for you, just his leadership and running that offense and, bringing another. I mean, you had great special teams and Marvin leading the way of the defense on the other side. But, that's when your team really seemed to gel and can beat anybody in this league once that all started.
You know what? If you ask me, and it's this hard, and I don't like to do this, but I'm going to say it today. If you ask me who's the MVP, the most valuable player of this team, it was him. The one thing about him, man, he's cool under pressure. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent, man. He plays the game. He studies. You should see his notebooks. Man, he prepares like a starter. when he wasn't a starter. Great character. The one thing that he has about himself, man, a lot of character. He just you know, he's just a great human being, an even better player. Big arm talent now, huge arm talent. But more than that, man, he's a great person, and he's willing to learn. He's willing to do whatever it takes to win. That's what I love about him.
Coach, you finished the season 5-5. Obviously, wish you were playing next week, but a huge improvement from last year. How do you kind of carry this momentum into the offseason and then into next year? You
know, the one thing we love to do is keep as much as we can intact, and then just, you know, we know where our leaders are. Going into this season, we didn't know who, whatever. I'm going to lean on these two guys to, you know, get us going in the offseason, make the phone calls, make the right checks and balances and all we need to do in the offseason. And if we could do that, I think we'll be a little bit. I thought going into the season was a little bit behind, but man, going into the next season, I want to get going, and man, I want these guys to lead this thing. And here's one of our leaders, here's the other, and let us go and see what happens next year.
Hi there, Harrison Steidoff from the Michigan Journal, University of Michigan Dearborn student newspaper. Secondary had a big day today. You had a big pick six to make up for a big turnover on offense, and you almost matched the Michigan Panthers total for the season on how many picks they threw today. What was that big catalyst, not only before the game, but while you were playing, to really step up on defense in the secondary?
You know what, Brett Maxey does an outstanding job with our secondary. Chris, always they collaborate so much about putting guys in position to make plays, and they do it all the time. It's just sometimes they didn't catch him. Today I felt, man, we're on fire. We love playing indoors. Man, it's been hot the last couple weeks in Houston, I'm telling you. And those guys really excelled. Our secondary looked fast. You know, they look like they can run. They look like they caught the ball well. Outstanding job by those guys on the back end.
Jalen, just wanted to talk to you about, you know, your growth this season, a couple of wins down the stretch. How does it feel, you know, to get this team back on the right track heading into next season?
I'm just glad we won. I don't care how it looked. Like, defense played amazing. But, man, just how what he said, we pick on him about the word. But we really did have gumption, though. Like, you can Google it. Because he did. But we really did have grit, and that's one thing I'm proud of, like, of the whole team. We stayed together. No matter how it looked at the end, we always stayed together.
CJ, there were 16,000 fans here today. Biggest crowd that the Panthers have had, but you know, pretty good crowd for
really good.
What do you make of the environment today, as what you've seen throughout the other road games you played this year?
Loved it. Look, I'd say Mike's a good friend of mine. Man, he deserves the support. The outstanding job that he's done with that team. Man, they're good. They play hard. They got a great offense. They got good backs. Man, two really good quarterbacks. Heck, I played against this guy when he was at New England. I was with the Saints. So, I mean, they got a really good team, man. And so, man, he deserves it. He deserves the hard work that they put into it. In this league, man, the one thing about this league is growing, and it's going to be a phenomenal league. You go to some places like St. Louis. You go to D.C. We even had a nice little crowd a couple weeks ago. Man, it's catching on. It's catchy. Really good coaches. This playoff is going to be outstanding, and man, look, I'm just glad. I'm happy to be a part of it. But man, I love the crowd today. I thought they were fantastic.
Hey, Coach Mike Palgo from the Bottom Line podcast. So following up with that too, and we hear you mic'd up on the sideline, very passionate about this league. What is it about this league, the United States or the United Football League, that is so special to you, and what you love about coaching in this league?
Well, look, it's really run well. You know, it's run like a professional league. You know, the guys are professionals about it. The guys who are playing in this league are really, really this tick away. One step here, one 5 pounds here, you know, one little agility drill or one throw there from being in the NFL. So you love the type of guys you prepare like the NFL. The coaches are, man, go through the list of coaches. They're outstanding coaches. So the product, it's a good product. I love it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.